Use the 40 volt or the BG 800 backpack steel blower. I've only put maybe an hour on this. I just used it around my house, and it does about, I would say, continuous runtime of sucking up leaves would maybe, pushing it would be 15 minutes. It really depends on how thick they are. I just did 17 minutes of individual leaves that I have edited into this video. It does okay. It's definitely not my favorite Makita product, not gonna lie. You have to be probably within a couple inches of the leaf for it to suck up, which there's pros to that and cons to that. You're less likely to suck up rocks and mulch and stuff, but it still does that. And I've noticed that it's very, very easy to start smelling a burning smell, and it does not take much. A little bit longer strands of grass or shrubbery. We cleaned up around a pond, and I used this for like a minute or two, but it sucked up mud and everything. It was disgusting. It was horrible. So we haven't really used it to suck up leaves. We've mainly used it as a blower. It's a great blower. The battery life is definitely longer than the 40 volt, but you're also putting we run two 5 amp hour batteries on this. So you put the two 5 amps right here, and so it's definitely a tough comparison to compare a 40 volt 4 amp hour battery that runs for 14 minutes at max. It'll do about 2.5 to 3 houses of back porches. It'll probably do like 5 or 6, but when you're talking driveways and all that, it can't handle the bigger areas, so we use the BG 800 for those. And then we touch up with the 36 or the 40. The 36 has a strap. We can put a strap on the 40, but the 40, I think its CFM is much greater, but I don't know if its power is greater. So the CFM on the 40 volt covers a huge area, but that also depends on the nozzles you have, and it depends on what you want. So this will take in the air from the side, whereas the 40 will suck it in from the rear. There's pros and cons to both. I definitely like the rear better because you can hold it off to the side and it's sucking from the back going straight out. Whereas the side discharge, it will get caught on your pants or your shirt or whatever, and that'll cut into the airflow. But for the bagging purposes, yeah, it's pretty good. If the leaves are dry and you have them in a pile, I'm sure it's amazing. Walking around with it in the yard, it makes quick cleanup of the individual leaves and things. Definitely made it nicer in the mulch beds and things, but if it's wet or stringy or anything, it's gonna have a very hard time not burning up. And you're gonna go through a ton of batteries if you're doing a lot of leaf cleanup. So if you mulch them with your 0 turn, or I have a Makita electric mower right there. I have a ton of Makita stuff. The bagging on the Makita electric mower is not nearly as good as this. I will attest to that. The bagging is not that great. Yes, it works, but I would grab the blower before I would grab the mower for mulching up leaves. But I'm gonna post some footage of it working and let you guys see what it does. But I mean, it does all right. Does it do flawlessly or amazing? Absolutely not. Is it my favorite tool by any means? No. It's probably lower on the list of Makita tools. Usually, I love my Makita tools. This one, I'm like, it's okay. Yeah, So, am I excited over the moon about it? No. I like my weed eater, my mower, my other blower, my trimmers, my impacts, my drills, my hammer drills, my cutting tools. I like all those better than this. This one's okay. It kinda does what it's intended to, and it kinda doesn't. So there you go. Testing the 36-volt vacuum portion of the blower vac. Smell like a burning. First time I used it. Alright, we're gonna test it over here and see how it does. This may be this scrap thing out of the yard. What the heck? Insulation.